Hello everybody, new apron. Well, I'm not sure if I can bring myself to do the hat or not, but I will show it to you. But we are going to be using not the pressure cooker today. We're going to use our fryer and we're going to use our broiler. We're going to make some lobster tails. We're going to make some salmon. We're going to fry some shrimp. So I'm going to do a couple of bread some shrimp, put those in the fryer, and then we're going to prepare our lobsters, which was one of the things I wanted to show everyone because not everyone has prepared lobsters. So we're going to share that, and then going to also share how I make what is called my soppan salmon. So we're going to do those things tonight on our video, and we're going to have a good time. A new Cowboys apron. I'll give you a quick glimpse of the cute little hat that came with it that I'm not sure I have my nerve up enough to wear for the video. I don't know. What do you think? Should I wear the hat for the video? I don't know. I'll get Sid's opinion in a minute. So I have all of my things here. Let's move some things around so we can go down here on the cabinet. We have our breading stations. You know, we use the panko breadcrumbs and flour. We're gonna make some eggs. Here's some egg wash and this is flour and a little cornstarch to get the shrimp ready for the egg wash, and then into the breadcrumbs, back in the egg wash, and back to the breadcrumbs. So we will double dip those. We got our fryer getting heated up. So I've got some, just clean some shrimp, prep my egg wash, and my lobster tails. So I thought that was one of the things that I learned from, I don't know, a cooking show, another YouTube video or something, was how to prepare lobster tails so they look like they did in the restaurants. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that real quickly. I cook them either on my broiler pan or a cookie sheet with a rack, and I broil them. So get my scissors here. It's a pretty simple process. So I want to prop you up on something real quick here. Let's see. Let's see if we like that better. Okay, so we have our lobster tails here. We're going to go to the underside of the lobster tail with our kitchen scissors, and we're going to snip the veins right down the middle and just cut our way all the way to the tip end of the tail. And we're going to flip it over, and we're going to try to catch a good 1/4 inch of the meat. We're going to go straight down the top of the shell, like so, to the top. Okay, and we're going to do our other one. Again, straight down the middle. And then over onto the top, catching about 1/4 inch of the meat. So we then take a spoon and you're going to run it in right inside this edge of the shell, along the seams, pulling the meat off away from the shell. So you want to make sure you get right up onto the shell. So and then I don't know if you can get a good view here. You're making sure that you're seeing pink. The actual, what I would say is the skin of the meat that you're pulling clean away from the shell. So you're separating the meat from the shell. So then what you'll see inside would look like this, pink. So we're going to do the other side. Just kind of scraping in and pulling back. Just kind of making sure you stay as firm against the shell as possible. And of course cleaning out, deveining, so to speak, same as you would a shrimp. So we're making our way along here. The other side, I have it separated as well from the shell. Here we go, a little piece of shell there. We'll grab that here in a second. Okay, so then we're deveining the lobster, and we'll work a little bit more on that here in just one moment, because I have to catch it while I was there. So we're going to do the same thing on the bottom side. Doesn't look as pink on this side as it does on the top, but once you get it started, comes cutting quite easily along. So once you get it started, where you have it pulled away, and you're just kind of pulling it away from the edge. You now have what looks like a butterfly. So we're going to work our way to the meat as twisting it a little bit, left and to the right. And then we're going to bring the two shells back together, and we're going to lay the lobster on top of its own shell and let the meat fall to the outside. So get you a better view of that. That's a little too leaned, but again, just trying to help you get a view of how that looks here. Looks like a butterfly. I'm not having very good camera skills here today. So we have it just laying on top of the meat is laying on top of its own shell. We're going to use that to cook it on. So I'll do the other one. So then what you'll do is, right prior to putting this in the broiler, we're going to put some butter, a little squirt of lemon juice, and some paprika on the top of that, and I'll just go under the broiler until the meat is clear. Done. It really takes about 7 minutes, maybe that. So we're just going to work our way, again, the same, down the side of the shell. A little pokey. It's a nice little section here, Tracy. Giving me a hard time here. And around. Let's do the other side. Sometimes I use my a grapefruit spoon. It has a serrated edge on the end, and it works great for this, but I didn't see it readily available, so as you can see, I'm pulling the bottom away as I'm doing this. So work our way down the other side. Pulling the bottom side down. So I have my lobster free from the shell. Again, a little twist to get it outside of the shell. We will then bring our shell back together, lay our meat, deveining as we go, and have our nice pretty lobster. Two pretty little lobster tails ready for the broiler. We're going to do that a little bit later, so get rid of this here. Sprinkle it with a little bit of paprika. Let me get started here. Sometimes it wants to come out a little too fast. So sprinkle them with a little paprika. I'll put some butter and some squirts of lemon on there. We'll go through that here in a little while. We'll go into the broiler. So there's our prepared lobster tails. So we'll be setting these to the side. While we trade out our vessel for what we're going to use to clean our shrimp. So I have a pound of shrimp. Have Mr. Damien. We're not going to film all of cleaning all of these, but Mr. Damien's going to come in here and help me whip these out real quick because he's real fast at it. And he says he's coming. So for me, I like to use my scissors. He likes to pinch them. I do them basically almost the same way that I do the lobsters, because then I'm deveining and I'm shelling them at the same time, because it gets that vein line right at the same time as you get the shell. So I'm going to go through and clean these, get them battered. I'll revisit you when I'm ready to start battering, and we will not bore you with the cleaning of every shrimp that we're going to fry. But we'll be back to visit with you here shortly as I continue through my little process here of cleaning my shrimp and deveining them. Nobody wants nasty stuff in their shrimp. Clean up the little vein line. Those of you who are not familiar with deveining, I devein the bottoms too, but I do all the tops first. Some people don't, some people do. It's all a matter of preference. I don't eat them, but I wouldn't want to feed anybody any shrimp poo. So, just makes me feel better to know that they're clean. So I do my best to make sure they're clean. And so I'm going to go ahead and be back with you shortly. Alright, just a quick view of all of our prepared. It's hard to get this thing pointed right. Prepared, I need a different kind of camera source. Of our prepared seafood for the evening. So we're going to be, I'm going to bread this shrimp, and we'll be back. Alright, we're going to start breading shrimp. Bring it down here this, we can bread some shrimp. There we go. So, we've got our 3 hands here. Got you too close. Bring you back out here. Okay. Got our 3 pans here for our breadcrumbs. I gotta heat up our eggs, a little bit of water in it, and help break down the egg whites a little bit. Sid's gonna buy me a better camera for filming. Right, Sid?
Yeah, I'm going to Best Buy.
Hey, at least I didn't ask for him to go to Jared. Right? Best Buy's better than going to Jared. Alright, grab our shrimp. Look at all those. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay. Flour, cornstarch, and then into the eggs. Sid was supervising, but he's seen me do this so many times now, he's over it. So just flip them and let them soak up some egg. Throw them over here into the breadcrumbs. Put them back over into the egg. Back over into the breadcrumbs. And then we have our shrimp ready to go into the frying pan. Which we've got our deep fryer over here heating up. Turn it up now so I can go ahead and... Ooh, got flour all over it. It's okay, I'm gonna hurt it.
Okay, this is number one. Let's get this straight. This is serious business. Okay, this is the kind of that can shut us down and possibly put me in jail. So it's serious, okay? And this might end up in court, okay? It might end up in court.
And it's environmentally safe one. It costs a lot of money. You bought it, and that's why it costs a lot of money, and so it's safe one.
I don't give a... I do not want to make a mess in this ocean. I don't care if you cooked your French fries in it last night. Okay? So I hear what you're saying. Yeah, it's vegetable oil. All right? And you can cook your French fries in it. That's it. Let's get the big power back up. Move it over into the hole.
Oops. Drop some
Lift it and see exactly
cubes
what
in here. Try to keep the fish kind of light so we don't. So I'm just going to continue braiding these shrimps here so we can get them ready for the fryer. It's getting all nice and roasty warm over here. Yummy. Okay, so I'm gonna start another batch here. Do about 5 at a time. So I'm just going to go on braiding. I'm going to bore you with a repetition of all of this. Whatever. This guy still got his tail. Throw that away. And we're going to just keep on doing this. Get them all ready to throw into the frying pan. And I'll be back. Just breading the last few of our shrimps. Got a good tray of them here going. Got our basket ready. Just barely squeezing the last couple out. I'm going to start frying. And we'll get our shrimps all fried up, and then we'll prep our salmon. And we decided to change the menu. Instead of doing the salt salmon, he decided to opt for lemon pepper, so it's going to be lemon pepper salmon. And we're going to finish seasoning our, so we can, we'll be able to broil the salmon and the lobster together in the oven at the same time. So that'll be a very efficient cooking process. One last shrimp here to go. One more little dunk here, and our last little bit of egg. We just barely planned that right. I'm going to go ahead and empty these breadcrumbs after shrimp. I don't save the breadcrumbs when I do like cheese sticks or not with chicken or fish. But later this week we're going to do chicken fingers with white gravy, and we're going to do some potato wedges, seasoned potato wedges. So we've got some yummy stuff coming up in a week. It is little one's birthday this week, so we're going to do a Paw Patrol party on Saturday. So we might have some more projects for Paw Patrol coming up. Just some fun stuff. But right now I'm going to go wash my hands, and we're going to start frying some shrimp. Here we go. So we're going to start frying some shrimp. Come up here. You might be able to get a little bit of a view here. Let me make sure that's connected. Alright, so take my basket. I like to do probably about 6 at a time. I just kind of make sure the breading is pressed real good. I've got my oil at 375, and move these around a little bit so I can fit one more in there. So we've got 6 shrimps going down at a time. I know they're real close to done when they start floating. Let me grab some snippers and kind of move them around a little bit. Keep an eye on them. Okay. Alright, so just let them cook here and get a nice golden brown. Sideways. Lets it drain a little bit. Don't lose as much oil in the process when you do it that way. So, got myself a little pan here with some paper towel in there to soak up some of the little bit of the oil. First batch down. This thing heats up so high, cooks super fast, super hot. So do not accidentally touch the sides of this basket. It will take your skin with it. It is relentless, speaking from experience. Even the tips of these. Yikes. So do these about 6 at a time. You can get them done in about 5 batches. We'll have ourselves a big basket of golden brown fried shrimp. These around a little bit. Make sure they're all getting off of each, sticking together. So we're just gonna make these, and then we'll move on to prepping our salmon and getting our lobster ready to go into the broiler, and we'll plate up and get a final finish. And you know what, we missed out the other night on our final photo on our pulled pork sandwiches, which turned out great. And then they actually turned out to the next night we made, or the next day we made baked potatoes, and that's stuffed pulled pork baked potatoes. So I actually still have leftover pulled pork that I'm going to put in the freezer tonight and just keep for a rainy day. Don't feel like cooking. Doesn't happen often around here, but it could happen. Or if when Sid doesn't have to work the next day, so I'm not making, we just need dinner or lunch, one meal or the other. So He's actually off Friday for Good Friday. I'm not, but I'm going to go ahead and just keep on the process. So I'll let you spare you the repetition of every basket, but the process just keeps going, and we'll just get a couple more baskets full. We'll be done, ready to go. Have a nice big pan of yummy shrimp, nice and crispy golden. While we are finishing our last few baskets of shrimp, we're going to get our butter prepared for our one to brush our lobster before broiling it, and then also to dip when you eat it. So we have our little ramekin here I use, and I just use that with some minced garlic from the produce department. We will cut about 3 tablespoons of butter. Make sure these are separated here. Keeping my eye on both. Go ahead and get our butter wrapper off here. You know how butter wrappers taste on. Sure, nobody wants to find out. So we'll do that with a little squeeze of garlic. So we'll stir that all together once we get this out of the microwave, about 30 seconds. Okay, so put that away. Give that just some time to pour our shrimp basket out, and we're gonna have to put some butter up for Sid to take with him tomorrow to work. So I have our broiler pan here ready to go for our salmon and our shrimp, or salmon and our lobster, excuse me. And we are now putting our last batch of shrimp down. So we will be done frying our shrimp and done with this. Move this out of it. So we can wipe off our area here or keep the workstation kind of clean so you guys can keep your attention focused on what we're doing here. Bring over our other things that we're going to be cooking and prepping. Check our butter here. It might need a few more seconds. Give it a quick stir. last little batch of shrimp here. And then almost done. Butter's melted. Go ahead and turn our fire off. Like that. So that can start cooling down. And we're going to start working on the rest of our stuff. Scary. Okay, found it. Juicer. So we're going to take our salmon patties, put them here on our broiler pan. And also take our lobsters. So we're going to get those. We're going to squeeze some lemon juice onto both of these lobster tails. And then we're going to also do the same with our salmon patties. So now what I'm going to do, because the lobster is going to start cooking faster than the shrimp, I'm going to make some slices into the salmon, kind of at both angles, to make some separation. Let some of the acid of the lemon, and lemon is actually already starting to cook the fish. As soon as you put lemon on fish, just like making ceviche, it starts cooking it. So now we haven't even put our fish into the oven. It's already started cooking with the salmon. So I have a ramekin here. There's our lemon pepper. I'm going to give it a really good seasoning of lemon pepper. Both pieces of salmon. Our butter here, we're going to drizzle over our lobster. And we'll just, for good measure, just give a little drizzle here over both of our salmon patties. Stir it up a little bit. So, there we go. Salmon patties. Last basket of shrimp. That's all finished using that. So, we'll wipe all this down and get this back put away in its little home. So, and it's back about the way. So, all that flour all over it, but we'll clean it up. Alright, so we have our stuff ready to go. Now, on my salmon, so that it does not dry out, I'm now turning my oven onto broil. I'm going to move the racks just a little higher to the middle of the oven. I'm going to take just a little bit of olive oil and go ahead and just, I don't want it too much to come out, but put just a little bit over our salmon to help keep it moist, because I usually cook it covered, but when you're broiling salmon, it can dry out a little bit, so I'll let it get down in those crevices. So we are now prepped and ready to go. So we have our paprika, a lemon, and butter on our lobster tails. Salmon prepped, going into the broiler, and I'm going to let it preheat for a few minutes. I'll be putting that down. I'll then be putting the oven down to low And I'll be letting our shrimp and our salmon and lobster sit in there and stay happy and warm on warm until Sid's ready to eat. So we've prepped and we are getting ready to cook our salmon and our lobster, which is going to take 7 to 10 minutes in the broiler. So be back with you. Here we go. So the magic happens into the oven. So, see you when it comes out. Okay, we're gonna check on our, oh, looking delicious. We may take our lobsters off of the broiler and let the salmon cook a few extra minutes. But we're back to show how it works out. Almost forgot. Hey, Donnie. Hey, I like the new digs. Huh? Like it? Tara, get Donnie some of these. Oh, wait. Even better. Get him the mittens, too. He will love them. He will love them. Okay, so Zane's convinced he doesn't like shrimp, so we're telling him it's chicken. So I'll try it some. See how it goes. Hey! What are you doing? Come on! Come say hi to the video. Say hi. Come on, say hi to YouTube. Look, I made chicken nuggets while you was asleep.
But how do I make this?
Oh, come here. Stand up here.
How do I put this in here?
Stand. Look.
How do I put this in
Put what? Your ears? That's good right there. How's that? How you feel? You want to try some? Want a bite? How's it? You good? Pretty yummy? Tell him. You like it? Here, you don't put it on the counter. Want a napkin? Look. We'll put it on there. But look what we're cooking in the oven. So, we're going to get these out of the oven. Okay, so we've got the lobster and the salmon out from the oven.
All of those are for Daddy.
Yes.
What I put, we'll see about Sunday.
So we got, okay. I'm not a very good photographer with this thing. Okay, I'm trying. Here, let's try this way. Alright, so we got the lobster
Can you see me?
and the salmon and Zane. Say hi, Zane. Hi, everybody. Stand up. Alright, so we're going to start. Alright, final product. Reveal. Plate. Served. Lobster. Lemon pepper salmon. Fried shrimp with butter sauce. So, here we go. Final product. Next video, chicken fingers, white gravy, and potato wedges.